On the first of the days of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus and said, "Where do you want us to prepare the Passover meal?" And Jesus said, "Enter the city, go to a certain man and say, 'The teacher says, my time is near, and I and my disciples plan to eat our Passover at your house.'" So the disciples did exactly what they were told, to the very letter, and they prepared the Passover meal. And after sunset, Jesus and the 12 were sitting around the table. And during the meal, he said, Listen, I have something very hard to tell you, but it is also very important. For one of you will betray me to the conspirators." And they were stunned. They were stunned, and they asked one after the other, It isn't me, is it, Master?" And Jesus answered, "The one who hands me over is someone I eat with every day. It's someone who passes me food at the table." In one sense, the Son of Man is entering into a way of treachery well marked by the Scriptures. There's no surprises there. In another sense, the man who hands him over is turning traitor to the Son of Man. Better for him that he were never born. And then Judas, who had already turned traitor, turned to Jesus and said, "It isn't me, is it, Rabbi?" And Jesus said, "Don't play games with me, Judas." And during the meal, Jesus took the bread and he blessed it and he broke it and he gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take, eat, this is my body." And then taking the cup and thanking God, he gave it to them. And he said, "Drink this, all of you. This is my blood. It's God's new covenant poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins. I'll not be drinking wine again. I'll not be drinking from this cup until that new day when I drink it with you in the kingdom of my Father." And then they sang a hymn and they went directly to the Mount of Olives. And then Jesus told them, before the night is over, you're going to fall to pieces because of what happens to me. He said, there's a scripture that says, I'll strike the shepherd, and helter skelter the sheep will be scattered. But after I am raised up, I, your shepherd, will go ahead of you, leading the way to Galilee. Oh, Peter broke in, even if everyone else falls to pieces on account of you, Lord, I won't. Don't be so sure, Jesus said. This very night, before the rooster crows in the dawn, you will deny me 3 times. And Peter protested, even if I had to die with you, I would never deny you. And all the others said the same thing.